Hello, today I want to show you how to knit and purl, and also I have swatches for Garter Stitch, Stockinette Stitch, and ribbing that I would like to show you and how to do those. So let's start with knitting. Here I have 12 cast on stitches. So I'm going to take my needle with the stitches into my right hand and my needle with no stitches in my left hand, and then I'm going to go in this way wrap my string around and then pull the loop over and behind and then pull my needle out. I'm also going to try to keep my needles more centered this time, because the last videos I made, they weren't very centered while I was working. I also have a cat that is dying for attention. You just take your needle in between the stitches. And bring the string over and through and the loop behind. There's my little cat. She's not very little, but she's super cute. She's my helper. That's Topaz. Anyway, you just do that till the end. And before I talk about purl stitches, I'm going to talk about a garter stitch, which is just basically doing knit stitches, which is always nice to start out with. And when you do a garter stitch, this is what your work will look like. This is the front side, this is the back side. It's a nice easy way to make a first scarf. Just practice on it, practicing your knits. And with that, once you get your first row knit, you just turn it, and you'll knit a little bit differently than you normally knit. You don't go in this way, you go in this way. It's kind of like going into the front, I guess, of the loop. Same concept. You're just going, instead of going in through the left, you're going to go in through the right. And this is how you'll work all the rest of your rows until you get as many, as long as you want it to be. For garter stitch, you just keep on doing that and you'll get this little like ridge of purls. These are what the purls look like, and these are what knits look like. So if you want to do garter stitch, you just keep doing that. Alright, I paused there and just knitted across the next row, so that would be on the back side of the work, so I can show you how to purl. And when you purl, you go in from the left and you come out, and your left needle's in front this time, and you wrap around, and this time you pull the loop to the front, over and through to the front of your, towards you, and then you have your stitch on there. Okay. And if you do one row of knit, and then on your way back you do one row of purl, that's called stockinette stitch. And when you do a stockinette stitch, the front looks like all knits, the little V's, and the back is all purls, which are little nubs. Stockinette stitch does not make a very good scarf because this is how it lays compared to the garter stitch, which lays flat. The stockinette stitch curls on the ends and on the sides. It's used a lot for making shirts, sweaters, stockings, socks, because usually it's in the round for socks and stuff like that. And then the last stitch, or the last I want to show you, is a rib stitch. Which I have two on this swatch. On this bottom one is purl 1, knit 1, and on the top is knit 2, purl 2. And row 1 would be knit 2, or for this bottom one, your first row would be knit 1, and then you purl 1. And you do that all the way across. When you get to the other side, looks exactly the same. You do the same thing. You knit 1, then you purl 1. And for this top one, you start your first row with knit 2, and then you purl 2, all the way across. And on the other side, when you get to the end, you knit 2 and purl 2 all the way across. So to show you that one, I'm just going to show you how to switch between knit and purl. You just knit like you the normal knit. You just go through the front, through the left side, knit around, pull through, and that's your knit 1. And then you bring your string in between the new stitch and the old stitches, and then you purl just like you would have in the back, and you come through the front and wrap around and go through the back and leave it off in the front. You do that across. Every time you switch between having the yarn in the front and the yarn in the back. And you can, if you want to practice swatches for the ribbing, you want to cast on a number divisible by 4. Alright, I'll show you the knit 2, purl 2. Well, I'm going to have an extra stitch because I didn't count that out very well. But when you do it correctly, knit 1, and then if you pull it apart, you can see the purl 1, the little purl nubs back there. You'll end up with a row of knits, and then in between a row of purls, and they make this nice little, I like to use this for beginning scarves. It goes pretty quick, and it gets you used to knitting and purling. And you know, it lays flat. It looks nice. Either way you look at it, it looks the same, so you don't have to worry about any kind of patterning. For a first scarf, it'd be great. It looks real nice. Even the purl, the knit 2 purl 2s, it's pretty nice. Maybe for a second scarf, or even for a first scarf, it'd be fine. Because either way, they lie flat. They look nice. You can flip it. Looks great.